Daniel Coyle's 52 Tips, The Little Book of Talent. Fantastic book. But one of the first tips he says is, the tip number one, the first tip of all, and how I've applied this in tennis is, stare at who you want to become. What does it mean is you've got to stare in such a way that you've got to be open up to all the information. I don't know if you've ever realized it in your life, but if you ever, I know growing up, I watched a lot of tennis on TV. I loved watching Wimbledon. It was the primary, most important thing in my life in a year in the tennis calendar. I used to want to see who's going to win Wimbledon, who was going to be the winner. And unfortunately, showing my age now, Boris Becker, John McEnroe, all of that crowd, I used to love watching Bjorn Borg and all of them play in the finals. I used to want to play like them, and so I used to be staring for hours at the TV screen, absorbing, soaking in what they were doing, and then straight after want to run outside and practice. You know, you've just got to really watch what they're doing. You kind of got to absorb what they're doing. You've got to kind of feel what they're feeling. How are they thinking when they hit that ball? How are they practicing? What are their attitudes? In some way, you kind of absorb their essence. And if you can really almost be them, wow. That kind of paradigm shift in your brain, you really accelerate your learning capacity, and you're really accelerating your learning curve. So you will really accelerate to really get to become a good tennis player if you really pay attention. What an awesome concept. So strangely enough, watch some YouTube channel, good videos. Have a library of good videos just to absorb the essence of good technique, of what you're trying to accomplish, and wow, the world's your oyster. But listen up, in the book, he actually gives you a few extra hints. So please, do yourself a favor, buy the book. It's great. If you're a parent, if you're a player, it just makes things more understandable. It just gives you a matrix in which to understand this learning thing. This process we have in our bodies, and it'll be well worth your while. $20 well worth spent.